Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from AnthonysCustoms, and for this review, we are looking at the Vulture Wing Build-A-Figure, which is the probably strangest Build-A-Figure we've seen in forever, maybe? But I don't think it's necessarily a problem. You know, we had a lot of people complaining, why didn't Vulture come with wings? Well, because the wings are probably more valuable in terms of production than the figure itself. I'm just guessing that's a whole lot of plastic there, and it does have articulation and some paint on it, so you couldn't include this unless you wanted it to be like a 2-pack price, which I'm guessing they didn't want to do that. They probably wanted to encourage people to buy the rest of the line to build the wings, which I'm guessing worked for most people. Now, the interesting thing about these wings is they do come with a display stand to hold him off the ground a little bit, but it doesn't lift him off very high at all, so it's kind of just for stability, which is a little bit of a bummer. I think they definitely should have made this upright piece about 3 times as tall, or at least twice as tall, so he was like up a little bit. It would have made more sense than having him basically just standing on the ground with his wing set, so that's kind of strange. So we're going to pop this guy off. We don't need him because we already reviewed him. If you want to see that, click that link right up there. So let's go ahead and unpeg him. He does peg in pretty nicely. There we go. And then we're going to set this aside because we don't need this. Now, for the wings themselves, they are very large. You saw that already. In fact, my ruler doesn't cover it. So that's a 12-inch ruler. So let me grab the big one. All right, so this set of wings, let's see if I can do this. I was not expecting it to be this difficult to measure them. There we go. So we are looking at just about 22.5 inches when they're fully extended. So I think that's pretty good. I mean, that is massive. And there is paint on here. As you can see, we have this kind of camo green mixed throughout on this side. Then we have a lot more of it on this side, which looks really nice. It is fairly clean. Then we have the jet thruster paint job back here, which is just airbrushed blue and purple. It looks good enough. I'll give it to him. It looks fine. And then we have molded fan blades for his turbines, and I really like the way that's articulated. So let's run through the articulation. We have a hinge for the wing itself, the main hinge right here. That lets the whole thing move in and out, and it gives you full range. We have another hinge for these guys, and then these are free spinning, so that's pretty cool. They'll pretty much stay where you put them. You don't have to worry about them, but they are not like stiff at all, so if you bump them, they're going to spin. So I guess that's fine. And do they rotate? They do rotate, so not necessary, but it's cool that they added that feature. Since they had to make it a separate molded piece anyway, might as well make it spin. So they did, so that's nice. We do have another hinge up here for this part of the wing, which does give you full range. And then you have this hinge right here, or it's more of a pivot. I don't really know how you could use that effectively other than to just bring the wing down, which I guess makes the most sense. So, you know, it's not the most intricate thing in the world, but it is sizable, so I get why they made it a separate piece. Just not perfect. They definitely should have added a taller display stand. That would have made a big difference. And then these guys right here are, I think those are the things that he holds in his hands. You know, so when he was on it, he was kind of holding some control things. I think they were control things. I know he used it to punch Spider-Man once. Anyway, they don't exist on here. So if they had something that just pegged in and then went around to his hand, that would have been a little bit more added value that I think they probably should have done. It wouldn't have cost them anything, really. It would have just been one cheap little mold. But they didn't do it, so that's a bit of a bummer. But it's still a pretty cool set, so I'm going to say I recommend it. Just, you know, don't expect it to be fantastic and awesome like it was in the movie. It's just passable and good enough. You know, it's fine. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.